Calling All Cars, the copyrighted program created for the Rio Grande Oil Company.
San Diego Police calling all cars, attention all cars, broadcast 7. Starting a holdup and murder on the National City Dike. Bandits wearing tan coveralls, dark glasses, and driving a black Ford Roadster without a windshield. These men are armed, so be careful. That's all.
If you were a chief of police and you had hundreds of radio-equipped police cars prowling about your city every hour of the day and night, would you risk your reputation by letting ordinary gasoline slacken the speed and cut down the power of your emergency cars? Or would you select the finest gasoline money could buy so your police cars could answer emergency calls at top speed so they could catch any criminal getaway car in a chase? Many of your brother police chiefs would advise you that Rio Grande cracked gasoline has the reputation in police circles of being the fastest, most efficient gasoline made. The police chiefs of Los Angeles, Oakland, Berkeley, or Maricopa County, Arizona, and many, many other cities and counties use Rio Grande cracked gasoline exclusively because it comes as close as possible to perfect performance. Yet it fits expense budgets. For the cost records of these cities show year after year that Rio Grande cracked gasoline delivers more miles as well as faster miles from every gallon. Every motorist can get this same gasoline that powers more police and emergency cars than any other brand from the independent Rio Grande dealer in your neighborhood. Ask for Rio Grande cracked and enjoy the thrill of police car performance in your car. It is now our pleasure to present Mr. W.A. Huggins on the staff of Chief Sears of the San Diego Police Department. Mr. Huggins.
Every man who plots a holdup or some other crime invariably thinks he is smart enough to get away with it. He knows that in crimes committed in the past, the law has captured the criminals in practically every case, but always he is going to be the exception. We have confronted scores of lawbreakers captured by our police officers, and always they are baffled at the ease with which we tracked them down and blew up their alibis. They marvel at the apparent uncanny ability shown by the police in singling the right man out of the many who might have committed the crime. The secret of our success is simply that we take advantage of the mistakes every lawbreaker makes. Carefully as he plans his crime, there's always some detail he overlooks. Our job is simply to discover these mistakes and use common sense. There are always one or more clues to lead us to the criminals. The case you will now hear, for example, was carefully planned and daringly executed. But the hold-up men made plenty of mistakes. They were not smart robbers. They were stupid. All criminals are stupid. The story that follows is proof that crime cannot pay.
Shortly after midnight, in the middle of May 1929, two shadowy figures stealthily work at the lock of the service entrance of a Ford agency in San Diego.
How you coming?
None of these keys seem to fit.
That's funny.
Well, here's the last one. I'll try it. Nope. Hey, give me that hammer.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to bust this padlock open.
Oh, you're nuts. You'll wake up the whole town.
Ah, listen. We're getting in there, ain't we? And I don't care how we do it.
Yeah, but maybe somebody will hear us.
Well, if anybody comes snooping around, this gat of mine will take care of them. Go on, give me that hammer.
Well, all right. Here you are.
Swell. Here goes. That's more like it.
They did the business all right.
Sure, they did the business. That's the way to get things done. Force, my boy. There once was a mug that lived in the old days by the name of Alexander the Great. He found that out. When he couldn't untie a knot, he cut it with his sword.
Yeah? Well, let's drop the history lesson and get into this joint. Here, give me a hand on this door. Sure there's no watchman here?
I told you I cased the joint, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, you heard me. There ain't no watchman.
Okay.
Hey, douse that flashlight, will you? You want to invite the whole world to this party?
But how can you see what you want?
The street light shines right through the showroom good enough, don't it?
You're going to take a new car?
Sure. Right off the floor.
Yeah, but that's taking a chance. They can spot a new car.
Not when we get through with it.
I think it'd be a better idea to take one of these into service.
Listen, dummy. They wouldn't be there if it was running good, would they?
No.
Gotta be sure we got a good car. Well, here we are. What looks good to you?
Well, how about that coupe over there?
Nah, I think we better take that roadster.
Oh, that's too flashy.
Well, we'll fix that. You see, we can drop the windshield on the roadster and shoot straight ahead. If we take a coupe, we'd have to take that windshield out, and that might attract attention.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, come on, hop in.
She got gas?
Careful with that light.
Yeah, she's quarter full. Let's have those Ford keys of yours.
Okay, here you are. Find one to fit?
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, let's go.
While police scour San Diego for the stolen car, Cochran and Colson are working on it in the garage back of their bungalow. Finally, after 2 days of secret activity, they pridefully view the result of their labor.
That's a big difference from the shiny gray job we drove off the floor the other night, eh, Morty?
Yeah. Nobody could call it a professional paint job, but it's just what we want.
And that rotten black paint makes it look like any number of other heaps around the town.
Oh, say, listen. Don't you think we better put some damp rags on the headlights and radiator so they'll rust?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Now, listen. The way I figure is this. That wide stretch of road along the National City Dike is the best place to pull the job.
Yeah, there's not much traffic there. What time does the money car come through?
Well, it leaves Caliente in time to get to the bank in town here around noon. So it'll come along and, well, about 11:30. We'll knock over Monday, you see, when they're bringing in the take for the weekend.
Figure we'll have much trouble with the Mex guard?
Nah, there's only 2 of them. They bring the dough over in a coupe.
They've never been knocked over before, have they?
No, that's why they're so careless, I guess. But if they get tough, why, we'll just bump them off.
Oh, gee, we don't have to do that, do we?
Might? What of it? Ain't $100,000 worth of beef?
Yeah, I guess so, but...
Remember that mug Alexander? He had the right idea. Cut right through the knot.
On the morning of May 20th, 1929, Nemesio Monroy and J.V. Barrigo, 2 Mexican police officers, call at the Agua Caliente Casino for the weekend receipts.
Well, here it is, boys.
How much dinero we take today, boss?
Almost $100,000. Madre de Dios.
$100,000? Oh, make nice present for my woman and me, eh?
Yeah, so it would. But don't you go waltzing off with that dough, or I'll beat your ears in, Nemesio.
Oh, do not worry.
By the way, how's your wife?
Oh, pretty good. It will not be long now before we have another little one.
Is that so? You're acquiring quite a family, Nemesio.
Oh, see. 4 already, all boys. And soon it will be 5.
Nemesio, is raising his own army for the next revolution. Well, you better get started with the dough, boys. See, muy pronto.
Adios, senor.
Goodbye, boys.
Parked on a side street from which they can see far up the highway along the National City Dike, Cochran and Colson await their victims. Ignorant of their peril, they are approaching, laughing and joking as they drive through Tijuana, bumping along the dirt road to the customs gate. They pass over the line, through San Isidro, and on into National City.
Hey, it's 11:30. Maybe we missed them.
Yeah, how could we? We've been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
But maybe they went the other way, through Chula Vista.
Hey, listen. I tell you, this is the route they take. You don't think I'd go into this thing before I checked every angle, do you?
Well, no.
Hey, that looks like them now.
Yeah?
See that big coupe coming down the road?
Yeah.
Yep. Them's the boys. All right, kick that motor over.
Okay.
All right. Pull over there and get in right behind them. Boy, oh boy, what a break this is, eh? Not another car in sight. Swell. Now, just like this. Keep that distance behind them while I turn this heater on them. There you are. That pulled them over all right. Hey, just a minute. Just a minute.
What's the matter?
This tomcat's jammed. Wait till I clear it. Ah, darn it. All right, there it is. Okay, let's go. You take that side, and I'll take this one. Come on now. Hurry.
What do you men want from us?
All right, boys. Hand over that dough.
Caramba, what's the big idea of shooting at us?
Let them have it, Lee. Let them have it.
But, Marty,
Shut up. Let them have it, I say.
What's the matter, Marty?
Oh, you darn fool. You didn't have to hit me, did you?
I'm sorry, Marty.
Well, it could have been worse. Oh, you only got me in the arm. There's the satchel. Come on, grab it.
Okay.
Now to duck these overalls and dark glasses and get me to a doctor.
Gee, Marty, it was a crying shame to bump off those poor devils.
Hey, what are you bawling about? You nearly murdered me, didn't you?
Oh, well, it wasn't necessary to kill those guys. They didn't have a chance.
You remember that mug Alexander the Great? He turned on the heat first and talked afterwards.
Detective Bureau. Sergeant Kelly speaking. Yeah? Where? On the National City Dike. Yeah? Okay. Be right out. What's up? Murder, O'Connor. Come on. Now, did any of you people see this happen?
No, sir. That is, yes.
Well, now, which do you mean?
Well, you see, me and my friend George, when we was over there in the dumps and we done here the shooting.
Well, what did the men look like that did the shooting?
Well, I couldn't exactly tell, mister.
What do you mean you couldn't tell? Didn't you see them?
Well, sir, I did, and again I didn't know.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, sir, you see, when these here now bullets started whizzing around, why, George and me, we just naturally hid under some tin roof until it was all over.
Well, didn't you see anything?
Well, I done saw them drive away.
How many were there?
Well, the two, that's all I seen.
What were they dressed like?
Well, I don't take no particular notice. Seems like they had on these here now jumper things like the garage mechanics wear.
Anything else?
Well, sir, let me see now. If I just remembers correctly, they had on them sunglasses.
Did you get their license number?
No, sir. I wasn't paying no notice to the license number about that time.
Well, what kind of a car were they in?
Well, it seemed to me like it was an old Ford.
A Ford? What color?
Well, kind of dark, I guess. A black, maybe.
Anything else?
Well, I think that's about all I know.
Anyone else see this happen?
Maybe your friend George saw something else.
George? Oh, no, sir. George, he didn't see nothing.
Oh, we want to talk to him. Where is he?
George? George, he's still hiding under that tin roof and over in the dump.
Meager are the clues the police have on which to work. Old black Fords are under suspicion, but finding the right one is as easy as finding the proverbial lost needle. Things look black for the police when help comes from an unexpected source.
Well, this is a tough one.
Yeah, it sure is.
Two guys dressed in jumpers and dark glasses in an old Ford. I'll find 100 people answering that description in a half an hour.
Yeah, and you won't be any closer to the right ones.
That's right. Detective Bureau. Sergeant Kelly speaking.